Royal Prussian Jagdstaffel 11 was founded on 28 September 1916 from elements of 4 armies: Kampfeinsitzerkommandos 1, 2 and 3, and mobilized on the 11th of October as part of the German Air Service's expansion program, forming permanent specialized fighter squadrons, or Jastas. It became the most successful fighter squadron in the Luftstreitkräfte. Founding. Jasta 11's first commander was First Lieutenant Rudolf Lang. From its mobilization at Brussels until 14 January 1917. Jasta 11's first months of operations were very undistinguished. It was not until the appointment of 24-year-old cavalry captain Manfred von Richthofen on 16 January 1917 as commanding officer that the unit commenced its path to fame and immortality. Von Richthofen, later known as the Red Baron, was already an able tactical pilot and ace following several months of service in Jasta II, and became a highly effective unit commander who led his pilots by example. He already had 16 victories and was awarded the Palm of Merit just before he assumed his command. The unit was first based at Brussels and then Reucourt for operations over the 6th Army on the Arras front. The Jasta were equipped with various models of the excellent Albatros D. 3 sesquiplane fighter. Between the 22nd of January 1917 and the end of March, the Jasta claimed some 36 victories. The beginning of the Battle of Arras in early April meant a higher number of targets, with Jasta 11 logging 89 claims for aircraft destroyed in April. This decimation of the Royal Flying Corps became termed Bloody April. The Jasta's performance is all the more extraordinary as the unit usually flew in small flights of 6 or fewer. Significant scorers in the unit that April were Manfred von Richthofen LT, Kurt Wolf LT, Karl Schaefer, Manfred's brother Lothar, and NCO pilot Sebastian Festner. Members: Cavalry Captain Manfred von Richthofen, First Lieutenant Rudolf Lang, LT, Kurt Wolf, LT, Karl Schaefer, Lothar von Richthofen, Wilhelm Reinhardt, Sebastian Festner, Erich Rudiger von Wedel, Hans Wolf, Werner Voss, Willi Gabriel, Werner Steinhauser, Karl Ormenroder, Eberhard Monik, Wolfram von Richthofen, Gisbert Wilhelm Gross, Erich Just, George Schiller, Friedrich T. Noltenius, Alfred Niederhoff, Hans-Georg von der Osten, Edgar Scholz, Hans Weiss, Siegfried Gussmann, Otto Brauneck, Hermann Göring, Karl August von Schönebeck, Ernst Udet, Richard Wenzel, incorporation into JGI. On 26 July 1917, Jasta 11 became part of Jagdgeschwader 1, a collection of 4 Jastas into one administrative and highly mobile tactical force. Richthofen was promoted to command JGI, which was the second fighter wing in the history of military aviation. It was dubbed Richthofen's Flying Circuses because it mimicked a circus's logistics by using dedicated railway trains to transport it to forward airfields, and because of its vividly painted aircraft. In September 1917, Jasta 11 would be equipped with Fokker-drive I triplanes. It would operate these until April to May 1918, when it received the Fokker DVIs it would use until war's end. Manfred von Richthofen remained Jasta commander until 26 June 1917, when his deputy, Lieutenant Karl Ormenroder, took over, following the latter's death the next day. Former Jasta 11 pilot Lieutenant Kurt Wolf took over after his transfer back from Jasta 29. After Wolf was wounded in September, Wilhelm Reinhardt took charge until Wolf returned. Soon after, Wolf was killed in action on 15 September. Thereafter Lothar took command. Jasta 11 would then have a bewildering succession of other temporary commanding offices, especially when Lothar was frequently away from the front recovering from wounds. Oberleutnant Erich Rudiger von Wedel was the last Staffelführer from September 1918 until the end of the war. The Jasta was demobilized at Darmstadt on 16 November 1918. Jasta 11 eventually became the highest-scoring German Jasta of World War I, with 350 claims. The first was scored on 23 January 1917, the 100th on 23 April, the 200th on 17 August, the 250th on 2 April 1918, and the 300th on 28 June 1918. It numbered no fewer than 20 aces among its ranks, and graduated pilots to command numerous other Jastas in the German Air Force. In return, it suffered 17 pilots killed, 2 power, and 2 killed in flying accidents. Its loss rate was thus less than 1/10 of its opponents, although it also suffered 19 wounded in action.